So this is just a short review of Philip Chase's The Way of Adan. I waited months for this audiobook and I was really excited to get it. It took me a month to get to it, TBLs and all. Um, but I just finished it this afternoon and it's really fantastic. It's such good high fantasy, and it's not that it doesn't have some dark themes, because it definitely does, but it just puts you in this little cradle where you feel like all the stuff you read growing up was right there with you. And that's such a nice feeling. I think my favorite part, I've already mentioned Erd. I really like her. What a great character. And my favorite part was the attention to detail in the world building, most specifically with stories and fireside tales and the chanting. I mean, it's so easy just to blow that off and go, so and so was chanting. But Philip actually comes up with words for the chanting that sound really cool, and that the narrator narrated a great job of presenting to the listener. And then the stories are on the fireside, and the way they kind of grew the way that epic tales do. Gilgamesh, Beowulf, just to pick a couple, the tales that grew up over generations being told around a fire before they were ever written down. So this feel of an ancient quality, which shouldn't surprise me coming from him. I follow his channel, and it's a great channel. So I really liked that, Philip. That was great. Super excited for the next two. I love where you left it. I mean, no one's hanging from a cliff, but the basket to rescue them also has not yet arrived, which I dig. I dig that. I love a little bit of what, especially when I know two more are out there, even if I don't have access to them yet. It's really fun. And it's really cool that they are actually out there. You haven't left anybody hanging like other authors we don't name at all on my channel. Okay. Yeah, great audiobook. The narrator was fantastic. I particularly like listening to a fantasy book that is um an American accent. It's kind of fun because you always get your Stephen Pacey's and your Simon Vance's and your Tim Gerard Reynolds, and you get your um my favorite, one of my favorites is Stephen Brand, but they're all British, and so it's really fun to hear a fantasy novel with an American narrator. It's just a different little twist, the way Ray Porter did uh of course Jonathan Mayberry's Kagan series. So it's just fun to have an American accent. It's a little, it brings it home a little bit. Not that I mind a British accent, because I do love a British accent. But yeah, anyway, the narrator was great. His distinction in voices was fabulous. And the bad guys were like appropriately cheesy, which I dug. So anyway, Way of Adan, 5 stars. Highly recommend the audiobook. Yeah, I loved it, and thank you, Philip, for finally pushing through and getting it on audio. That was amazing. Fun. Good night.